Greetings, ladies and gentle players. It is the last Friday this August of 2021, making it a wonderful day for basics. I'm over here on the Pandanet, where I'm on my 2Q account. I think the last time I did a Pandanet video, we were kind of murdering them all. Yeah. Oof. Ouch. So I got a couple of things in the background that you're not aware of. One, I have a new series on a server that you'll find out in a couple of weeks, or maybe a month at the latest. But that has been, I was a wait to do this idea until then, but it's been going pretty well, so I guess I'm going to do it in today's video too, where I'm going to be doing basics, and I'm not trying to murder anything, but I think I will have like a life and death problem in there, because it kind of harkens back to what good old Redmond said. And it occurs to me that you probably don't want to be in my position. You know, my direction of play is pretty good. I can generally get the feel of how the game is going and all of that good stuff. Even attacks that I need to perform. However, the life and death is a little bit tricksy, so I think I'm going to introduce like maybe a life and death problem, little bit of a drop of life and death problem, as long as it's easy into life and death series. And for anyone who's gonna, immediately type in the comments, "Oh, you're just like killing all the low rank players." Yeah, that's what I'm doing. No, really, it's fun. That is precisely the whole point of everything that I've been doing. I've just been wanting to kill those low rank players because it's fun. I can't wait until we get to actually meet in person again and have tournaments in person. I plan to like join a tournament. I'm gonna wear like maybe a Nick Sabicki mask or something to throw off people so they don't know who I am. And I'm gonna enter as like I don't know, maybe a 2Q. That way, when I face off them and I crush them in a tournament, like, ooh, it's gonna be good. They're gonna start crying, and I can leap across the desk and start licking the tears off their face. That's essentially the goal behind what I'm doing right now. And speaking of licking the tears off people's faces, Baduk.Club, your one-stop shop for in-person Go. You want to find out where a Go player is? To totally not do that. Baduk.Club does not endorse making people cry to drink their tears in any way, shape, or form. But I mean, if you were going to, you'd need to find out where they are. And I'm just saying, they've got a map helping out in that regard that you totally shouldn't be using for that purpose. Hey, and while you're there, you can find yourself some Go equipment. So yeah, thanks as always to Baduk.Club for in part sponsoring these videos. Alright, got ourselves a game and my board is completely misaligned. I'm gonna go open up with a 3-4 point while I click Panda board over here. Hi, Panda board. Yoink. Alright, everything's fixed. Ooh, inviting the diagonal. But I really feel like double 3-4s today that are not diagonal based, so we're just gonna open up this way. That's fine. Giving him a howdy doody. Or just a hi, actually. That's fine too. I don't want to play the high approach because it usually goes down this one certain way. Diagonal back is a little bit more interesting. I could expand a back 2 space or 3. Now, when I was getting ideas from what I want this video to do, someone recommended that I play old school style. So I guess I will play a 2 space, not a 3. 2 space is a little bit more, how's you doing? This is the kind of passive buildy, that kind of stuff that I expect on this server. I'll go with a small knight enclosure rather than the large, because it harkens back to the day of yesteryear. Now, I don't think back in the day we did this one. I know there's this one into this one, which is kind of cool. And there's the tight pincer as well, which was very, very much a thing as well. But I think this is more 60s and 70s. So we're going to go ahead and go with this one. Now, here's where you lose me slightly, because I'm supposed to like this move, I think, but I've never really liked it, the truth be told. I'm more of a, I'm going to diagonal you right now kind of fella. Into how's you doing? Because here, This is very, very slow. I can go ahead and simply go bish bash bosh, Bob's your uncle. Maybe you cut and kill my 1 stone, but it's very, very small, so I'm not particularly interested in you doing that. Now, he might honey on the inside, and if you actually Atari here, you done messed up. So we're not going to done mess up, are we? No, we aren't. And we're just going to go ahead and connect. No getting the outside for you. If you want the 1 stone, you're getting the 1 stone. Also a mistake. He should have Atari'd this way because that is now a forcing move. Otherwise, Atari into Atari. Once again, we be good here, dog. Now, I'm leaning towards the 1-point jump, not because I need it, but because I think something like this is a little bit, a little slow, you know what I mean? And I don't want him to pincer and then have to jump out. That's kind of annoying. It's okay-ish, technically. We can do that. It's just not something I typically want to do. Now he's attaching to me. That is absolutamente fine, compañero. If I pincer too close, though, there is a bad variation there. Future me, why don't you go ahead and show them that? Why, thank you, past Dwyrin. Don't mind if I do. And what a nice game you're having, I don't mind saying. Now, the variation that we were referring to is if I play here, he can go ahead and Hane. I'm probably going to respond to that, which leads him naturally into an Atari. He descends and then threatens to kill me. Now, I want to respond to that, but if I do respond to it, I lose my 2 stones. It's arguably not the worst variation in the history of ever. I could just accept that my corner's gone and take the outside in Gote. But yeah, needless to say, that would be very, very bad. So what we will wind up doing is playing the Atari here. He'll probably wind up playing something like this one. And then just making shape this way. And yeah, I get the corner and I'm getting a little bit of the outside, but it's really, really soft on the opponent because he's obviously, at this point, picking up shape and all that, and that's just not what we want to do. So yeah, going to avoid this unless we want to go into this particular variation, which I do not. And that's why I didn't pincer immediately. Very common variation, though. Good to know it. Right, so I don't really want to play that because as you can see, it's okay, but I don't... it's just not, if I'm letting him live easily, why am I even bothering? He's peeping me, that's fine. This does not make me weak at all. He's just carrying a bunch of groups he has to look after. That's fine. Okay, he's running away. Now I will actively... do... that looked pretty shapely. That was like a shape point, right? I'll poke it. And now I'm pretty much done here. I lied. After he plays here, I don't want him to attach because then it builds the entire top. So where's the thing? I want to approach probably the left-hand side. That's fine. Doesn't do anything, so we'll go ahead and answer it. Actually, I could cut through him right now. That's kind of awkward. But we'll answer this. Is he going to play here? He can't connect that up or he's in trouble. He connects, I cut through him and kill him. Easy as that. All right. Now, again, I don't want him to play this one. This variation, you can only imagine this is a white stone, right? You can imagine it. That's a white stone. He's building up here. Yuck, ew, disgust. So we're going to just come on out like so. He'll probably play here, which is Gote. Like so. And then I could play here, but it's only 3 lines. Well, we might do that at some point later. For now, ooh, hey, look, a big move. I wanted to play a big move when I have Sensei. I have Sensei. Big move. So we go ahead and grab that little guy for ourselves. Now, do I want to attack him in the future? You better believe it. So for that, I would normally look at the shoulder hit, lean on stone to attack group. That is really good. I like. Awkward position here. We don't really large knight anymore without a good reason. There's really not a good reason here, so we can take this. And I will be playing this immediately because we're kind of trying to play older style, and large knights into invading the 3-3 I remember that from the long shot games, which were in the, God, I want to say the 1800s, I think, for long shot. Yeah. Yeah, wasn't it like 1600s for Shusaku long shaws, I think? Late 17 and early 1800s? I think I've got that right. I want to go over some more of Longshot's games, to be honest. His games were pretty wild. Easy Chiseki here. I don't have to play this. I could just play here, but eh. It is nice and simple. He's gonna Hane here. Ooh, bad move. I'm gonna play here, give him a chance to Hane here and fix the shape. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And now, to cap off the festivities, I'm going to settle right here, like so. A little bit of a slow move. This one is shining out nice and bright. Some would even say it is shining bright like a diamond. What do I do now? He has a big old move right here. Scary stuff. But my group here is fine. My group here is fine. Attacking this is the only thing that's viable right now, to be honest. I mean, I could jump out, but it's incredibly slow, and he plays here, and then suddenly he's got this area, and I've got what? Dinky corner here, here, and here? It's not good. The only move I can see right now is this one. Tell you what, I'll play here, and maybe not go all in a Too slow, my guy. Too slow. All right, so we played there. He's giving us the attack on his group with open arms. This is the last defensive move that I'm going to play. If he does not defend the right-hand group, I am going to viciously assault it with every weapon in my arsenal. Like you can see, behind enemy lines, it is indeed. He wants me to play here, so we can try to do that one, but it doesn't make sense to do that, so we're not going to. Yeah, you can put me down for no onto that one, Chief. He can have this stone, and that's it. Nothing else, sorry. I could play here, 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 take, and then descend. I could kill that. We could 100% kill that. Now he extends Aihane, and then there's this one, Atari here, and it's hard to read out, but there is a little bit of co-action happening there. Like, you can look at the push, we block. Atari, we Atari back. He Ataris, I take. He Ataris again, that's a ko. Or I drop down, and then there's this one that's a ko. So I will give a good old tip of the fedora to this move. It defends here while doing better in endgame. Well, we tried, chat. We tried. Incoming attack. Now, if I play here, he attaches to me, and I'm pushing him this way. So check out the idea behind here. If I play this move, yeah. What he's gonna do is blue and red friendly. I'm gonna do blue and black. I think blue and black is colorblind friendly. So if we do that, and he attaches here, then what we wound up doing, for the most part, is just run him this way while he follows and he's free. And then, where's the profit there? There really isn't any. Sad. So we're not going to do that. What we want to do is run him in this direction, because I already have a stone there. If I had the shoulder hit, you can kind of visualize it a lot better. He'd be running much more clearly to my stone. So, same principle, only a little bit softer. So I'm going to do something simple as I'm capping you, kind of, almost, a little bit. There we go. He just died. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. See what's up next. He has to jump out of my Cappy Doodle. Okay. The cut is a thing. Does that? Is it a thing? I mean, yeah. Can I play here? No. Okay, I'll play here. Does he go maximum green and play the Hane too? All right, my dude. All right, my guy. Okay, so here, what we are going to do, quite simply, is lean here. See what he wants to do. Now, he might not be dead, but look at how hard it is for him to get out from being, you know, not alive. Okay. Forcing move first, he's going to play here, and then we're going to hit him again. It viciously kills the eye. Yeah, I mean, I think I could kill this if I wanted to. Problem is, if I do what I'm thinking about doing, this is really weak. I'm going to just surround it instead. I think maybe he can push free. Because I got a lot of weak sauce stuff here, you know what I mean? Super weak sauce. I'll go ahead and cut here, see what he wants to do. I'm guessing Atari. We Atari back. Does he take? Or does he connect? I can falsify this. That's something that I can, in fact, do. Or I can take 2 stones. Oh, we could also play in here into poking here. Ooh, a lot of things we could do. A lot of things we could do. This is all of his points. Well, I mean, you know, coming out's pretty good. I definitely want him to want to play here because it begins capping the left-hand side where all of his points are. Gotta think about whether I like it or not, how he's getting his territory. Okay, that is not a thing you can play. Gotta live here, sir. My friend? Did he just die? These stones don't matter and I can play here. He plays here, I extend. Let's, you know what? No, then again, I don't want to lose the end game of this move, huh? Like, I play here, you could theoretically play this first. Alright. I'll keep the end game of this move. It's a little small, but it's okay. It's okay. It's just if he plays anything else, like over in here or whatever, we're gonna ignore him and surround him. Again, the reason why I'm not all over this move is because if he plays there... why, sir, do you play this? I actually don't get it. Actual last chance. Actual last chance. Alright. Look, sir. I will kill you. Why? You were alive. That is so weird. That is so weird to me. But it's part of the course for Pandanet, to be completely honest. That is par for the course, 100% for Pandanet. Because on Fox, they overplayed with tack. These people, they overplay to build. I've been saying it constantly. A lot of people have been kind of like doubting me too. But yeah, with the exception of the ones who have been embracing the AI stuff, that's generally like their the stereotype of the Pandanets, right? Fox, they overplay when they're fighting. Pandanet, they overplay when they're building. But at the end of the day, you just died in Gote. Uh-huh. I'll play here, I guess. Just make sure there's no way out. Double tap it. But yeah, it was a weak group. It wasn't alive. And then, yeah, he did this. And like the reductions here. Gotta be careful. No, that's dead. Sorry. You played here and here. You don't get to save this stuff. Alright, so we're live. Can we reduce this any? Well, we've got the pokes at the top that I mentioned. Uh-huh. That doesn't go anywhere. So we will go ahead and poke this. And then, oh, nothing. He resigned. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. Nice little smooth 20-minute game. Let's go ahead and look at that. It was a weird game up until then. Or sorry, until then, it was fine. And then it was a weird game. I've been black in all of my games. But then, that's weird. That's weird. Alright, anyway. So yeah, we play here, nice and simple. That is just a bad move. It's just way too slow. It's just not good. Playing here, here, here. All these are okay. There's just no reason to play this small move. This is what, 3, 6, 9, 12 points? Who cares? It's just too tiny. So we played there. I expected this one. I always expect this one, actually, always. And then we can go ahead and play little good old Joe Seki. And just like so, we settle, he settles, he gets Sensei, so it's fine. Instead he plays this variation, which is not played by anyone anymore. I mean, you can play here, but it's not very good. And same thing here. Like, if I play this one, it's not the worst variation ever, because I can play this. But you can see it gets getting, like, complicated and, yeah, yuck. So rather than do that, I just, fine, have the stone, I don't care. And then he should play here as a result, at which point I'm probably going to play here. Maybe one up, but probably not, hard to say. And we can go on with our lives. Endgame, there is this one, of course, but it's really small. Like, I gotta be very careful, you know? But alright, he played there, got to do this, he immediately invades. Poke at his shape. Not a lot of point to this. Here, the large knight again, I don't like. I just don't think it has a value. If I play here and he plays here, I'm alive here. So he can't kill me. So yeah, it's just free life in Sensei, and then it's unfortunate. We pushed him into a better direction. This is 2 spaces. I'd probably go over and play something like this one. A lot larger on top of the board, a lot more territory, kind of digging it. I would never play that, it's just way too small. Maybe a jump out, maybe like leaning over into here or something. Much, much more territory we're aiming for there than this kind of thing, just way too small. Try to get me into a little trick thing here or something, not really sure. And then here, he just needs to be alive. He's almost there. He's almost got it. Just don't be surrounded right now. All I really wanted was that. That way I can go back and have a nice little easy reduction. On this group, you know? Like, yeah, that's the territory that should be involved there. That's it. Nothing too crazy, you know? Then he played all the way over to here, and then he thought my moves were a joke, but the joke was on him because, yeah, those were killing moves. I guess he thought that this saved against the falsify. But no. If he plays here, it's the same thing. He can't Hane because there's a double Atari there. Or not even double Atari, there's a single Atari there, isn't there? Yeah. Oh well, that was the game. Nice, very, very simple. Unfortunately, yeah, just wasn't paying attention to that sector line and it came back to bite him. Gotta be careful of those. Hope you enjoyed this game. It was really short. I kind of want to play again. I'll have to see about that in editing if I have time for it. So maybe another game or maybe not. Not sure. Either way, I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.